Hello, my name is Anabelle Howze with the Cullman Tribune, and tonight I'll be reading Miss Toggle and the Dinosaur. When Miss Toggle's children arrived at school in the morning, they found their teacher talking on the telephone. "All right, Mr. Stickler," they heard. "We'll handle this as best we can, but I wish we had more time to get ready." She hung up the phone. "Good morning, Miss Toggle," said the children. Miss Toggle sank down into her chair. Her eyes were as big around as donuts. Then she blurted out one word: "Dinosaur!" The children gathered around Miss Toggle's desk. "Miss Toggle," said Paul, "why did you say dinosaur?" Miss Toggle shivered. "We're going to have a new student," she said. "It's a dinosaur." "But dinosaurs don't go to school," said Joey. "I heard it from the principal himself," said Miss Toggle. "Mr. Stickler is never wrong." "That's right," agreed Nina, "and he doesn't joke either." Caroline asked, "When is the dinosaur coming?" "Today," said Miss Toggle. "Oh, I knew things were too good to be true. Such a nice class and just the right size. Now this." The custodian, Mr. Abel, poked his head in the classroom door. "Excuse me, Miss Toggle," he said. "Mr. Stickler asked me to bring a desk for your new student." The children and Mrs. Toggle went to the door to look. Miss Toggle shook her head. "I'm not sure this desk will do." "It isn't big enough," said Joey. "Didn't Mr. Stickler tell you?" asked Nina. "The new student is a dinosaur," explained Paul. "I see," said Mr. Abel. "A dinosaur will need a special desk. I'll get busy building one." "Thank you, Mr. Abel," said Miss Toggle. "Now I wonder what else we should do to get ready." "Why don't you go to the library?" suggested Mr. Abel. "You could read all about dinosaurs. Looking things up in books always helps me." So Miss Toggle and her children hurried to the library. Mr. Page, the librarian, greeted them. "Miss Toggle," he said, "it's not your library day, is it?" "You're quite right, Mr. Page," said Miss Toggle. "But we have an emergency." She told Mr. Page all about her new student, the dinosaur. "That's wonderful," said Mr. Page. "There's nothing like a real event to encourage learning." He showed Miss Toggle and the children the shelf of dinosaur books. "You can find everything you need to know right here." Miss Toggle looked doubtful. "Is there a book, How to Teach a Dinosaur?" she asked. "You might have to write that one," admitted Mr. Page. Miss Toggle and the children settled down at a table with their dinosaur books. "Dinosaurs died out 65 million years ago," Caroline read aloud. Miss Toggle nodded. "Except this one, apparently." Caroline added, "Some dinosaurs like to live in groups with other dinosaurs." Nina spoke up. "Then our dinosaur might be lonely. We should be nice to it and not choose it last for dodgeball teams." "Yes," agreed Paul. "It will be the only reptile in our class. Being different can be difficult." "Hey," said Joey, "snakes are reptiles. We could get a snake for our room to keep the dinosaur company." Miss Toggle's face grew pale, and her eyes started to get big again. "Or a turtle," suggested Nina quickly. "I don't think Miss Toggle wants a snake." "Oh, sure," said Joey, patting Miss Toggle's arm. "We could get a turtle instead." Miss Toggle smiled faintly. Caroline said, "The word dinosaur means terrible lizard." Miss Toggle groaned. "Not too terrible, I hope," she said. Some dinosaurs were fierce, but some were peaceful and quiet. Perhaps our dinosaur will be the peaceful kind. Come, children, we had better return to our room to get ready. Thank you for your help, Mr. Page." "You're welcome," said Mr. Page. "You might stop by the cafeteria and warn Mrs. Burns. If it's a big dinosaur, it probably eats a lot." So Miss Toggle and the children trooped into the school. They trooped into the school kitchen. They found the cook, Miss Burns, tossing pizza dough. "Miss Burns," said Miss Toggle, "have you heard about the new student?" "Of course," replied Miss Burns. "Every year we have new students." "But this one is a dinosaur," said Miss Toggle. "We thought you want to know," explained Joey. "Because it might eat a lot." "A dinosaur!" Miss Burns laughed. That's a good one, Miss Toggle, but I won't worry about it until I find out if this dinosaur is a meat eater or a vegetarian. The children and Miss Toggle left Miss Burns, who was laughing hard and putting pepperoni on pizzas. I wish I could laugh about my problems the way Miss Burns does, Miss Toggle told the children. Back at their room, Miss Toggle and the children found Mr. Stickler waiting for them. Miss Toggle, said Mr. Stickler, your new student has arrived. Mr. Stickler, said Miss Toggle, I know I will learn to love my new student, and as I love all my students. Still, I am worried. Are you sure there is enough room in our school for this dino? Miss Toggle, said Mr. Stickler, I'm surprised at you. Of course we make room in our school for any student who moves here. That's the rule. Miss Toggle sighed. Oh, all right. Where is my new student? Right here, said Mr. Stickler. A little girl peeked out from behind him. But, gasped Miss Toggle, this is no dinosaur. Of course, this is Dina Sawyer, replied Mr. Stickler. A little shy, but she'll get over it. Dina says she's afraid her new teacher won't like her. Miss Toggle's eyes widened in delight. Dina Sawyer? Did you say Dina Sawyer? Oh my goodness, what a lovely, lovely name. I thought, not like her. Of course I like her. We all like Dina very much indeed, don't we, children? Miss Toggle smiled broadly at her new student. She turned to Mr. Stickler. Thank you so much. I couldn't be more pleased. Mr. Stickler returned to his office. Miss Toggle and the children showed the new student around the room. Dina, says Miss Toggle, before we begin our lessons, I will tell you one thing I insist on. If I say something that doesn't make sense, ask questions. If you don't understand me the first time, ask me to repeat. Yes, Miss Toggle, said Dina. Joey raised his hand. Miss Toggle, where is the dinosaur? There isn't one, said Miss Toggle. I was mistaken. Too bad, said Joey. Can we still get a turtle? The end.